It is a well-known fact that I, Koifish, suffer from a hasty addiction. But I keep refuting this claim. I tell my psychologist, no, I can totally quit whenever I want. And my psychologist looks at me and says,
Koifish, you're living in denial.
Living in the Nile? Living in the Nile! We're going to play as Nubia and conquer, that's right, all of the Nile. Starting from the most south in Makuria, we will conquer our way up, all the way to the actual Nile, and follow it all the way out into the sea. Using the absolute best of the best, these absolute Shad units are incredibly strong at fighting in floodplains, which happens to be all of the Nile.
Archers, ready!
Oh my.
Oh, and did you know that last time I asked for people to subscribe, a whopping 500 people heed the call. Now let's see if we can break that record, as it is a fact that everyone that subscribes to this video will get a free trip to the Nile that they pay for themselves. My name is Koifish and this is the Nile Adventure. But before we continue, this video is sponsored by Square Enix. Embark on an epic journey spanning 3 award-winning games with the free trial of Final Fantasy XIV Online, including the base game as well as the expansions Heavensward and Stormblood, up to level 70, with unlimited game time available for PlayStation 5 and 4, Steam, Mac, as well as coming to Xbox in spring 2024. Final Fantasy XIV Online truly has something for every player, with dungeons, trials, raids, crafting, glamour, and even mini-games at the Gold Saucer. And with 16 different jobs to choose from, like the Red Mage and the Samurai, all playable on a single character, Final Fantasy XIV Online truly has something for every player. Team up with friends or adventure together with NPC allies using the duty support system in the main story dungeons, letting you progress at your own pace on your own terms. And mark your calendars, because the next chapter, Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail, is set to launch in summer of 2024 on PS5 and PS4, Windows, Steam, Mac, and Xbox. Click the link in the description or pinned comment to try out Final Fantasy XIV Online today. Not only do you get to try out an amazing game for free, but you also support the Koifish channel. Very cool. Now, let's continue with the video. Alright, here we are at the very bottom of the Nile. A glorious floodplain kingdom where the Nile runs off into these tiny little rivers. We are playing as Petty King Georgios III of House Asim, their house motto being, I am living in the Nile. Our goal will be simple, as our Nubian culture is centered for massive development bonuses in floodlands. We're going to conquer all of the Nile, as the Nile provides some wonderful, well, floodplains. Floodplains is one of the greatest terrains in the game, as it already gives us a whopping 20% development growth. Pair this with the extra 30 from Agrarian, and additional bonuses from playing as a stewardship character, and oh boy, you're about to be as developed as that man that took Tren and then started working out. So our first goal will be to divide up our holdings. We're holding slightly too many at the moment, and I'm going to focus on just holding those that are situated on floodplains, like our capital, Old Dongola. Our secondary goal will be to conquer all of the Nile, all the way up, including, that's right, the gosh darn pyramids, and for the Nubians to form the Kingdom of Egypt. And to help us on this goal, we have none other than the Nile Archers. For thousands of years, the Nubians have protected their homeland by mastering the bow from a young age. The Nile Archers are wonderful retinues. They have decent damage and decent toughness, but where they really shine is their terrain effects. When fighting in the floodplains, they gain an additional 15 toughness and damage, which is absolutely great. These guys know how to fire a bow from the water, so we'll spend our gold and beef up these units. We'll stick with martial for a little bit longer. I'm thinking strategy focus, as I need to conquer more of the Nile lands. I can ask my wife to increase my stewardship by 10, letting us hold 1 more county. The rest will give away, especially those that exist in deserts. Cultures that live in the desert be like, so we're gonna give away Wadi El Milk, which is very fitting, as we have cattle pastures. But I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't tolerate this. Right away, we're gonna take our kid Basilius and give him a wonderful stewardship education. Now right away, we only have 2,400 troops, while the Fatimids have 2,800. But I have a feeling that if we are to stick to the Nile, we can absolutely destroy him. We want to go with the militia camps, as they increase the damage of archers, which our Nile bowmen are, making this one the great choice. The Coptic faith is exalted. None other than Bishop Gabra of Makuria, my bishop. He's very illustrious. Wonderful. Sir, you're a Shad. I'm a Coptic Christian. That's kinda cool. What does Coptic mean? Koifish will never know. But I know one thing, we're gonna convert these lads over to the right faith. With a mighty burp, I push the rest of my plate away from me and sprawl back in my chair. Lately, my kitchens have begun to swell with golden grain and freshly hunted game. Tell you what, we're gonna give the servants the same food as I get. This gives my capital plus 10 development growth, but a lower garrison size. That's fine. We could also salt and smoke it and store it, giving us even bigger garrison. But no, we want that development. Our troop units have bolstered up to 3,800, meaning we could take on the bastard that is the Caliph al-Mustansir ibn Asahir. Gosh damn it. We got a commander? Who is this Petronia? Petronia Sure? Oh, that's right. We allow women to fight. Well, if you can hold a bow, then please show up to my army. And you, ma'am, you look like you can hold one pretty fine. That's the main thing I don't like in fantasy. That they give women bows because they think it is a more dainty weapon. While in reality, women would be much better if they had an AK-47. This is great though, as we need as many knights as possible, no matter the gender. Tell you what, the Egyptians are 480 gold in debt. That's hilarious. He also has a smelly court. Well, you smelly Egyptian, I could do a holy war for a duchy, but I'm thinking we won't do that, as literally every Muslim on this side of the Arabian Peninsula is gonna look at Coptic Gregorius and wag their finger at him. No thank you. We'll take our bishop and fabricate a claim instead. Give me the Sheikdom of Aswan or give me death. I'll conquer the Nile one step at a time. We've also built the high tents of Dongola, meaning we'll take our Nile Archers and station them there, giving them plus 12 damage and plus 2 toughness. Absolutely huge. I've gotten a son! Let's go! His name is Martin! Martin Asim! Martin Asim, used for an experiment, I'll make you a general, alright? Every time we get enough money, we're going to right away invest in farms and fields, so that we can make even more money. We'll pick up Bellum Justum. This will let us declare wars for half the cost, saving us a bunch of prestige that we surely need. Our first dynasty legacy. Now we have to be clever here. We're going to go with erudition, to go towards treasured knowledge, giving us plus 20% development. Vibrant quarters, better guest recruitment, a better time all around. I think it's high time that we go in and attack the Caliph. He mostly has this Mubarisun. They counter spearmen and heavy infantry, which is a problem, but we can counter them in return by getting some Sahel horsemen. Now these guys also have insane bonuses in floodplains, so we're gonna wait just a little bit and get at least one of these retinues. We'll also pick up envelopment. Men-at-arms counter efficiency plus 25%. That is huge. Now with our Shadish knights stacked and their kingdom still in debt, it is time for us to strike. The Sheikdom of Aswan is ours by law. Hand over our claim now. Now the tactic for this will be to completely stay inside of floodplains, as that is where we have insane bonuses. Are the Fatimids trying to flank us? You dogs! And is my queen fighting with us? Pregnant? What a shad. The Khalid dynasty takes over. This man is pitifully weak. What happened to the Fatimids? Either way, this is a huge bonus for us. A weakened Fatimid empire. That is perfect. First area taken. Now we move in. Go for his capital. We're going to station some besiegers here. Ho ho! Capture the man. Emir Abdul, I'm going to ransom you back. Just because I love money. And then we'll do our first battle on the floodplains of Aswan. The Nubian menace is back. Look at that. Haha! And just like that, we have taken the piece of the Nile. Thank you very much. And this man, he will become my doctor. Of course I'll recruit him and have him take the vows. You're a monk, which makes you even better fitted for the role of, that's right, my court physician. Look at you, sir. I can also ask my Coptic Pope for gold. That's huge. What the heck? Of course I will do that. Thank you. This gold will go to furthering the standing of me taking as much land as possible from this incapable emir. Is it ethical? No. Will I do it anyways? Yes. And with this money, we'll increase from simple hide tent to camp cooks, giving our skirmishers even more damage. And my son grew up. He is absolutely garbage. I do wish he would die, but I can't really say that, can I? I can force him to take the vows. Yeah, I sort of want to do that, but he says no as he's the primary heir. We do have a little bit of a faction here. It's this area. Why? Why is this area so neglected? Let's send in the marshal there. Why are you so angry, huh? Oh, because I hung some poachers? That's what you're supposed to do! Well, we've gotten a beautiful claim here. See it done. Press it. And right away, we're going to declare war and steal couscous. Damn, I love couscous. In we charge. He's fighting a massive army, but it's mostly peasants. I want to see how my bows will fare against, well, lesser men. We're fighting in floodplains and against absolutely raw units. I don't think this is gonna be a battle. I think this is a full-on slaughter. Oh yeah, the slaughter at Kina. And little Martin speaks Ethiopian. Oh yeah, easy fighting, easy war. Thank you so much for Kus. Kus also has great development. 17! Holy macaroni! We are pushing up to the Nile faster than you can say. Prince of Egypt. That's a great movie. Might also be slightly propaganda, but hey, that's besides the point. God damn it, I love being in the Nile. Hey, another claim. Asyut. What? How dare you come and raid us? No, this river is mine. Get out of here. Raiders come detected on the Nile soil. You are to be turned into fertilizer and spread on the date fields. Come here. Hey, I got the gold back. Very good. That was a slaughter and literally 3 people survived. No one raids the Sahel. I remember the day when my son Rafael was born, my sensible son. Memories like this brings me comfort. Bro, he's not dead. He's just there. I am living in the Nile, I whisper under my breath. Well, that's what it is. I am. He's not even dead. You can just go talk to the kid. Oh, a grand tournament. But something tells me I'm not gonna make it. It's all the way over here in the Seljuk area. Yeah, listen, I'll make my own tournament with blackjack. Well, the truce is over, so I'm literally coming for your area again. Hand it over, don't be shy. Oh no, oh no. He calls in Emir Majid. It's a trap. Run! I'll show you what a trap is. Come here. Look at you, little ugly Angelos. I'm so sorry, bro, but there's only one place for you. That's it. You're going straight to the monastery, my boy. We're gonna destroy him. Watch this. Oh, he got crushed. Let me just show you. The Nile Archers. He killed 1,200 men with only 21 losses. That is wonderful. We are truly unstoppable. Hey, war 1. And we pick up hit and run. Archer damage plus 30. Oh, it's just too much. And we also picked up the Chiefdom of Asyut. Beautiful. Wow, these Nile areas have so high development. Now we're fighting Caliph al-Munstansir. An actual worthy fighter. With enough alliances to put us down to our knees. But if we're quick, we can declare war when they're not looking. We're also gonna have to be very smart when it comes to the time of the Crusades. Now we will take a moment just to bolster our forces. You saw how much damage those people did. If we could get more men at arms, that would be glorious. But keep in mind, I'm really trying to make the Kingdom of Egypt, rather than that of Nubia. It would also be great to make a hybrid culture between the Egyptians and the Nubians. Securing our hybridization once and for all. Let's go for it. It will make conquering the Nile easier. The ultimate Nile culture. A dog dealer. Listen, Dalal, she got that dog in her, you know, the dog pen. A good scent hound to hunt wild game. Or a beast hound. A dog that takes down perilous beasts. Let's get a scent hound, why not? And I'll name the dog Nile. So that I can pet Nile. Who's a good dog? If only the people around me were more like you, Nile. Oh lord, I've truly gone bonkers. I've gone nuts. I've gone off me rockers. I also like that we can build, you see it, a trade port in the Nile. We'll do that. More development. Now we're in a bit of a pickle. So I'm gonna try to murder this man. It's going to stress me out, but I'll have to take the stress. It's more important that he dies than I feel good. Truly, hatred is the unraveling of the cloth that is oneself. But I need that Caliph to die, so, hey, deal with it. Ah, Caliph is dead! Perfect, perfect! That means he's without alliances. Or, well, with less alliances than I would have had to deal with otherwise. So if we just keep killing the Caliph, we should be good. There we go, a claim. Now the thing is, sure, he outnumbers me, almost, but I have troops that can fight in the Nile and he doesn't. Caliph, hand over Ushmun. Now we raise all of the troops. and we march in. And with a bit of luck, we're able to take out this army before its allies join him. Come here. Oh, alright. Our units are doing what they're supposed to. The Nile Archers are countering the footmen, while the Sahel is countering both the Momen and his knights. Let's go! Take this, you crumb! The river Nile shall flow red with your blood! Look at this! 1,000 men slain by just the archers alone. That's what I'm talking about. It really seems like we don't have to worry. We got this on lock. I don't think he's gonna recover from this. Oh, but he's going for us behind. You sneak thief, come here! Another beautiful slaughter. With another 1,000 kills by the archers. When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Another slaughter! Who knew that fighting next to water made us so effective? Nile! No, my dog! My dog has left me! The Makurian claim on the Sheikdom of Ushmun has been enforced. We are slowly crawling up the Nile. We're gonna take all of Khalif Abu Mansur's land in no time. And I'm slowly replacing these areas. I'm sort of going on what has the highest development. But we're gonna give away this temple holding to someone with really high learning. I want to make Cairo my capital, as it has the Al-Azhar University, and the Emirate of Cairo also carries the insane bonus of the pyramids. Not to mention that it's all floodplains. But first, let's see if I can make our assimilation into the Egyptian culture easier. We only need 5 more acceptance. Then we can make the Nilean culture. Name in progress. We'll figure something better out before we do it. But right away, we'll start forming a claim on Banasa, and we're picking up strategist. Oh yeah, that's great. I feel like we're done with the martial lifestyle for now. We're going to go over towards learning, scholarship focus, for a 15% development growth bonus. This man wants to ransom Abdul Aziz? Abdul Aziz, the man with the riz. Yeah, you're free to go. We do need the money more than we need him. We'll use our gold to keep racking up farms and fields. We're going to pick up scientific, as that gives us 20% cultural fascination progress. We're currently trying to get communal government. That will help us boost our development even faster. This man also wants to give me the sword of Asim? Yeah, I'll take it. Oh my god, no, it's burning! Someone left the candles on! I have to push outside. I gotta survive! No! I've died! I got burnt up! I burned to death to a crisp! But Basilius, well, a decent son, he takes over. And my realm didn't even split. Interesting. Very interesting. If anything, my brothers seem pretty content on just being rulers like this. Especially now that they gain more land, but besides the point. Let's stack up the council. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. And my wife will boost me in the matters of learning. I'm also into stewardship. I've gone all the way here into administrator, which isn't really that useful for me. So we're gonna reset the perks, take a bit of stress, and move over to scholarship focus. We pick up golden obligations, and then move all the way down to centralization. We'll also pick up extort subjects. Our education is pretty lackluster, but other than that, our stats are actually pretty decent. We're now going to take our spy master and have him find secrets in the court of the Basilius. And as I still believe that we are the best warriors on this side of the Nile, I'm going to cop Banasa. We do have a diminished knight force, but that should be fine. With a bit of luck, we're gonna be able to pull this off, no problem. But we lost the claim? That's sad to see. Let's make sure we get a new one. Already a secret, which means that we can blackmail him and then use this blackmail to gain money. And that money can then be used to further our holdings or to increase our armies. I'm going to get some extra Sahel horsemen. My half brother wants the marble scepter. Fine, you can have it. I just don't want my brothers to dislike me. So I'm gonna start swaying him. There we go, a claim. He does have a lot of troops, but I have more and my troops should be better. I still can't believe my father burned to death. Why didn't he just jump into the Nile? Alright, let's have a shot at this. Hand over the area, nice and smooth. We'll raise the lads and pray that this works. And these great secrets will fund our wars. Imagine a professional army, right? And all of the money comes from just one guy blackmailing random people. It seems that the pikemen are countering the Nile horsemen, but we are countering the rest completely. Wonderful. Alright, beat them up, come on! The archers of the Nile have the draw strength of 1,000 camels and the perseverance of a man that is trying to swim up the entire river Nile. Let's go! Let's go! Talk about getting defeated, but we do have a little bit of a problem now. We're losing more money than we're earning. These armies are expensive, real expensive. I'm going to have to extort my subjects. I'll even take some tyranny, but this will keep me afloat for a bit longer. That and the Greek secrets. Oh yeah, very nice. Come on, siege faster. We're being out-sieged by them. We're gonna now blackmail the Seljuks. And time to defeat them once more. We can do it. I believe in us. For glory! The Battle of Kuz! Oh yeah, no, it's not a battle. It's a slaughter. 1,400 kills on these bad boys. No, yeah, that's what I wanna see. Now one last battle, and we will have the area taken. Glorious! Glorious! We even captured the Caliph ourselves. That's 100 gold ransom, but I'd rather just take the land. Thank you. Wonderful. Great. Now it's hard to rule these areas. Not only do they have a different faith than us, they also have a different culture. But why should the people of the Nile be any different? Wherever the water may spread, that is where you will find one culture. The people of the Nile. Our heritage will be Arabic, but our language, Sudanic. Our martial custom, equal. And our traditions, of course, will stick with the land of the bow. As our Nile Archers are absolutely wrecking people. We'll also go with agrarian, as that floodplain terrain bonus is just huge. Warrior queens, as that is what we've had, and we must have these Nubian women be strong and fighting. We'll pick up xenophilic. We're fascinated by all cultures, and we don't hate anyone. We just want to be in the Nile. We're going to go with Mubarisun, the greatest soldiers there ever was. Heavy knights that will be perfect when we fight in the desert. And philosopher culture, letting us get even more learning lifestyle. We're leaving behind astute diplomats and strong believers. As astute diplomats doesn't really give us any bonuses, other than blocking us from potentially attacking through alliances. There's also strong believers, but that is currently making it impossible to convert people. So we will leave that behind. No, my vassal, he made the Fasgulian culture instead. He wants to become a peasant leader and collectivize the lands. I'll show you. This needs a bit more prestige. We'll also pick up another dynasty legacy. Ordained rulership. We're moving for that treasured knowledge. It is time for me to do what I set out to do. We will meld and form the Nilean culture. We will gain a bunch of amazing technologies. And we will get some new cool drip. Form the hybrid culture. We are now Nilean! The Nubians and the Egyptian people have grown increasingly close over the years. Especially as the Nubians sort of conquered the Egyptian lands. Nubian traditional values from the backbone of this culture, while various Egyptian attributes have been adapted and integrated to meet the needs of the new society. I will lead the Nilean people into a new era of prosperity. Now, time to just convince people to become Nilean. That also means we picked up a bunch of cool fascinations. A great way to earn a bunch of tech. Hey, I see something good. The Caliphate. They're being crusaded against. Oh no, I'm about to have a bunch of Christian neighbors. Oh well, it is what it is. Best of luck, you Pope bastard. I'm rooting for you. I'm also gonna fabricate a claim on Cairo, as I hope to move my capital there. I remember the day when my first child, Magdalena, a beautiful baby girl, was born. She's now pregnant with this Irish man that's hecking strong. I once again whisper under my breath, I am living in denial. Wonderful. High Chieftain Gregorius, my neighbor, gives me a carpet. And he's also a known murderer. I'm gonna get rid of that. As for me, I'm gonna take Cairo. Ah, but I got typhus! No! Fix me up, bro! Bro, Ridwan, fix me up, bro. Oh, thank you. Oof, I can't die now. So, did the Crusade win? No, the Crusades lost. Huh, that's interesting to see. Talking about seeing, I can see how this man sort of has to fall off the stick. But it's not gonna happen, it's too hard. Let's get some great payments here. If you're gonna sin, at least let me win some money from it. We'll also pick up a claim here on Giza. Well, this isn't great. This very pasty Caliph, let's just say that he's going to do a bit of a jihad. Not good at all. Hopefully they'll go for someone else, like the Emperor Kuluk. No, sorry, you can't laugh at them like that, but let's just say he's not doing that well. And that makes me think that they might go for us. As someone that sort of holds lands that they're supposed to hold. Not good at all. Please, for the love of God, don't jihad me. I'm also doing incredibly well with blackmailing, earning a whole bunch of gold. So I think as soon as they're done ripping each other to shreds, I'm gonna go for it and take Cairo. As if the threat of jihad wasn't pushing down on me enough. We're putting ourselves in a self-defense position, that's what we're doing. But I swear to God, no one can take us from the Nile. Our archers will bring anyone down, and that's a fact. But at least the conversion is going a bit better now, which is wonderful. I mean, we could probably topple his kingdom by just exposing all of these secrets, which would be kinda funny as well, but I need the gold. The gold will let me buy mercenaries. Attacking this man would be foolish. He does have a lot of troops. But once again, I think we can pull this off. Tell you what, fortune favors the bold. And I'm gonna get myself a new capital. Let's go! No allies needed. All we have is the River Nile. Now we need to take out his armies. So we lay an ambush here. He's entered the Nile territory! Crush him! Don't think you can run away from me. He's making sure, yeah, that's floodplains. Let's go! Come here! The Battle of Giza! Look, there's the pyramids giving us shade. But the arrows will block out the sun. Uh-oh, they're bringing in more. We're holding, but just barely. Oh, come on, don't die. We got this. Pepper them with arrows. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Let's go! The slaughter at Giza, where my Nile Archers slew 2,400 men, taking their units and cutting them in half. It is time to take Cairo, and our siege weapons, and great commander Menakwa Akishe, who's a very quite dull, but he knows his trajectories. Alright, you put the rock in the catapult, you can fling that shit. That man's a great artillerist. Cairo is captured! Let's go! Now we wait for them to come, and we'll hop over here, sort of weaving back and forth. I'm trying to bait him to come in. He took the bait! Peasant revolt! No, not now! In Asyut. Well, we're sort of marching there anyways. We've cornered him at the great steps between the impassable terrain of the deserts. We will force him to kneel! And more perks. Nice. Come on! And another perk. Nice! Crush him! I can't believe it! It's working! Let's just take care of this revolt a bit. Thank you. I'm so getting jihaded for this. I'm gone. Let's go! Boom! Cairo is ours! And right away, we move the capital. Say goodbye to old Dongola. The Nile is where we will live. Can you believe it? We hold it! We hold Al-Azhar University! Let's move our Nile Archers. We have taken Cairo! Huzzah! Huzzah! But why stop there? I'm gonna take Giza! Let's hunt them down one by one. Little armies here and there. The pyramids! They've been seized. Thank you very much. We're slowly starting to subjugate the area of Cairo. And we do have the option to send our kids off to university now. Which would be great if I had any. We'll have to look a few generations ahead, but it looks like the Shia Caliphate is attacking, well, he's attacking this man of the Seljuks, which is awfully stupid, so we're gonna take advantage of that as soon as the truce is over, and we're gonna declare our first holy war. Let's go! Now this is the first time we're fighting in deserts, which is a problem, as our Nile Archers absolutely suck there, but luckily the Sahel horsemen function just as good in floodplains as they do there. We could even get camel riders, and that's exactly what we'll do. Let's raise our lands and conquer Alexandria. What's this? What? Oh, the jihad I was so worried about. They pulled that on the other Muslims. Yeah, listen, I'm gonna take advantage of this infighting and cop myself a great Alexandria, all while diligently exposing the truths of the world and blackmailing anyone I can get my hands on. I also picked up sanctioned loopholes. This is huge, as it would let me buy claims on entire kingdoms. With Alexandria taken, we're going to ambush these Alexandrians coming over into our floodplains. Surprise! And the war is won. Thank you very much. Alexandria is ours. It is also one of our holy sites. Beautiful. Controlling Alexandria gives us +2 learning per devotion. That's pretty damn good. And I've now become a scholar, giving me even more development. You can sort of see where we're going with this. Thank you very much. Hey, it looks like the jihad sort of failed, which means that it's perfect time for me to swoop in and steal his land. Hand over the delta. All of this floodplains. It's mine. Bro, where is your army at? I can take it so casually, I'm just gonna quell an uprising while I'm gone. Oh, they're down in Kurta. Tell you what, we'll simply send down a little detachment. I'm feeling cocky. Well, that's that area taken. And I become a vice man. Wonderful. I'm so cocky, I'm literally gonna disband my armies. There we go. The delta is ours. We now have enough land to make the Kingdom of Egypt. All we need is a bit more gold, which I pretty easily can get by just doing this. Let's ransom everyone. Oh no, I've become a little bit melancholic. That's not good. I know what can cheer you up, my old buddy. Forming the gosh darn Kingdom of Egypt! The King of Egypt! The rulers of the Nile! Hang the banners! Up the spending! We are to celebrate for 1,000 days and one more. Oddly specific, I'm aware, but it has meaning. It has meaning. Wonderful. Big Egypt. Big Egypt. But this glorious kingdom is not done yet. You see, there is a bit more land belonging to the Nile. I think for Malik Basilius here, he needs to set his sights a bit more grand. At the ripe old age of 59 and severely depressed, I think that we need to really make a mark on the future. At first I had my sights set on taking Caliph Agathon ibn Agathon's land, the Shia Caliphate, and later onwards, Jerusalem. But no, I will set my sights on something larger. We're going to take out the biggest empire on the whole map. Not the Byzantines, they have literally no troops at all. I'm talking about the big guy. We're gonna defeat the Seljuks. The Nile shall flow with the blood of the Seljuks. Malik al-Muazzam Koyatun ibn Ayas. Your people will be peppered with my bows. Only one little problem though. They have horse archers and 9,000 special soldiers. Meaning this is gonna be very problematic, as we only have 6,000. But that's why we split this into two parts. I hope you enjoyed this first part, where I absolutely made the coolest Nile Kingdom. And I hope you will join me for the next part, as we will conquer all of the Seljuks and onwards, with the power of the Nile Archers. My name is Koifish, hope you liked this video. If you did, leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, my homies, stay in the Nile.
Okay, I'm going to prescribe you some buprenorphine.